Hi, I'm Gina. I'm one of the group fitness instructors for Active Moreland, and today I'm going to be taking you through a 15-minute yoga workout. So let's begin by taking a seat, sitting down nice and tall, spine straight. Take a nice big breath in. Roll the shoulders down and back. Just resting the hands on the knees, and let's close our eyes. Take a few breaths here. Just preparing for the practice, breathing in deeply through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Just relaxing the muscles in the face. Perhaps you can set an intention for your practice. Good. Now as you open the eyes, take the hands behind the back, fingertips into the floor. Take your eye gaze up and squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening up through the chest. Good. Release. Now come forward. I'm going to walk the hands forward and then just let go and head towards the floor. Walking across to the right, so the chest is coming over the knee. Good, and now walking it across to the other side. Good, coming back into the center. And now walking it up. We're going to take a nice little twist here to the right, and then to the left. Good, and back to the center. Okay, let's make our way onto the hands and knees. So have your hands under the shoulders, spread the fingers, middle finger pointing forwards, and then the feet flat and knees under the hips. Taking the cat and cow pose, we're going to bring the chest to the chin to the chest, rounding the back. Take a breath and come through cow. So we take the eye gaze up to tailbone. And again, push into the floor, onto the palms of the hands. And then coming through, once more, taking the eye gaze up. Sitting back to child's pose, taking the knees a little bit wider, bring the big toes together. Sit back onto the heels, extend the arms, and then bring the forehead towards the floor. Good. Now we're going to take the left or the back arm, slide it through so that you have the palm of the hand facing the ceiling. Bring the shoulder to the floor and then the side of the head. And keep extending with the other arm forward. Good. Coming back, let's do the same on the other side. So slide the arm through, palm of the hand facing up, shoulder to the floor, sit back onto the heels, rest the head. Good. Coming back to the child's pose with the arms extended, forehead down. And now we're going to take a breath, slide the chest along the floor. And then we make our way up into a cobra. Tuck the elbows in, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the kneecaps, 10 toes on the floor. Turn the head to the right, turn the head to the left. Good, back to the center, coming up onto the knees. Curl the toes, pushing up to downward facing dog with your feet apart. Press the right heel into the floor, and then the left. Move the hips. Take that walk. one leg to the other. Good. Now we're going to walk our feet to the hands. Feet apart. And folding forward. Good. Bring the heels together, toes out. We're going to bend. Something like a frog pose. Heels together, toes out, spine straight, fingertips to the floor. Good. Relax the shoulders. And now we're going to lift our hips. Bring the heels to the floor so the feet are parallel. And now rolling up through the body all the way up to the shoulders. Good. Alright, let's start a little sequence now. So bringing your feet to the top of your mat, feet together. You take a breath in and lift. On the exhale, fold to the floor. On an inhale, bring the hands to the shins and lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Step the front leg back and the other leg back, and we're coming into a plank position. So fingertips spread out, pushing the heels away, making the body nice and long. We're going to drop to the knees now, bending the elbows, feet flat, come all the way to the floor. Slowly take a breath and lift to the cobra that we were doing earlier. Good, now pushing back into downward facing dog. We're going to step the right leg forward, all the way to the hand. Good, now inhale to your standing lunge. Taking a little back bend here. Good, coming back to the floor. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Let's do the same on the other side. So bend the knees, bring the left leg through or the back leg through. And now we're going to stand here. And reach. Little back bend. Good. Coming back to the floor. Stepping forward, feet together, forward fold. And then bending your knees, take a breath, come all the way up to the sides and up. And bring the hands to the heart. Again, inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, let go. Stepping back with the back leg. And then the front leg coming into your plank position. So now we stay on our toes if you wish, or your option is always to come down onto the knees like we did earlier. So bending the elbows, tucking them in, we're going to come down and head towards the floor. And then we roll through into your upward facing dog. Good, pushing back to downward facing dog. Stepping the front leg through. So this time come down onto the knee, foot flat. And we're going to inhale and lift. On the exhale, lean into the hips, so you're feeling a stretch in the hip flexor. And then take the front hand onto that front knee and lift up again with a breath, and on your exhale, we take a side bend. Good. Coming back to the floor, turn to look at that back foot. Now if you can, grab a hold of the foot and pull it in towards you. If you've got any knee problems here, just leave this one out and just stay in your lunge. So either stay on the floor with the hand either side of the foot, coming up onto the knee, we're going to reach up. So choose what feels right for you today. Good, releasing that leg. Taking the hands back to the floor, curling the back toes. We're going to push back to downward facing dog. And now changing legs, bringing the other leg through. Coming down onto the knee, taking a breath. Exhale, push into the hips, feeling that hip flexor here, getting that stretch. Then coming down, and then reaching up with the breath, exhaling, taking that side bend. Good, back to the center, hands to the floor, so turn to look at that back leg. And again, we're going to pull the heel into the butt, then turn the body all the way back to the front. So either have the hand down or on the knee, or if you have your balance, you might want to lift up. Good, and release. Coming back to forward fold, we're going to step the back leg forward, feet together. Take a breath, come all the way up. And exhale, come to the heart. Good, we're going to go one more time. So inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen. And release. Stepping back to plank. Exhale down towards the floor. Inhale to up dog. Pushing back to down dog. And inhale, coming forward with the front leg and the back leg. Feet together. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming down. Good. All right, let's do a balancing pose now. So we're going to take eagle pose. So let's start off with our arms out. Bending the left leg. We're going to wrap the right one around. And then sit into the legs. Right arm forward, left arm on top. And we're going to twist our arms like ropes. Good, now we want to sit down, spread the toes into the floor using all the muscles up along the leg. Good, see if you can come a little deeper. And just breathe. Good, untwist, and let's try the other side. So bend, wrap around, and then the left arm forward, right arm on top. Twist and wrap, and then sink a little more. Good, let's make our way out of our twist and make our way to the floor. Good, let's take ourselves all the way down. Bringing the feet a little apart and very close to the butt. Arms alongside the body with the palms of the hands up and the spine nice and straight. So we're going to tilt the pelvis and then we're going to lift our hips up off the floor. And then the same way you came up, we're going to come down. So we're going to roll through the spine. Good, let's do that again. So tilt, and then start to lift. And then we roll down. Good, bringing your knees into your chest. Pulling nice and tight. Feet side by side. Open the arms out to the sides. And let's take a twist, and we're going to drop the knees to one side. And as you do this, turn the head to face away from the legs. Pressing down on that top knee to make the twist more intense. And now extend the top leg. Good, bring it back. Make your way over to the other side. So exactly the same, the head turns away from the legs. Press down on the top knee. Relax the shoulders. And now extending the top leg. Good. Coming back to the center, we're going to finish in happy baby pose. So bringing the knees in and out, bring the soles of the feet to the ceiling, taking a hold of the feet, or the ankles, or you could just hook the arms under the knees. So we want to press down. Good. Try to relax the shoulders even though you're using all that strength in your arms. Good, and release. Bringing the feet to the floor. And then extending the legs. If you've got a sore back, just bring the knees and bend them again. So letting your feet fall out to the sides, arms alongside your body. And we're going to finish off here, so I'm going to leave you in Shavasana with your eyes closed. Just relaxing and listening to your breath. Thank you for joining me today, and hope to see you again.